Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for the month of January 2022. I hope you guys have had a good Christmas and I hope you guys have a good New Year's. Okay, I do want to take just a quick second, Virgo, to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If you find that is your situation, I do encourage you to check your other signs and placements. See if those readings may resonate with you just a little bit better. Also keep in mind that the monthly readings are a little bit predictive in nature. So therefore, if it's not happening for you right now, the situations could be coming in another week, 2 weeks, or 3. All right, so keep that in mind as well. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Spirit, can I have the energy of Virgo? Virgo, what would you like Virgo to know for January? What would you like Virgo to know for January? Okay. All right, so Virgo, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, and it is crossed by the Page of Wands. Okay, so Virgo, I do think that there has been a connection that you are not seeing eye to eye with somebody. There has either been a very big argument or there has been possibly even a breakup. But you're going to receive news if you haven't already with regards to this, okay? I feel like you've already received news. You've already had some kind of communication about this. Let's see what has happened in the past regarding this situation. The Hermit. Okay, now the Hermit is in reverse. So you got some form of information in the past. You had a conversation with somebody, but you may have had time apart from someone where you had pulled back, you were doing some soul searching. And by the way, Virgo, this is your card. So whatever this information was, it kind of puts you out of sorts. You were not in your highest vibration here. But I do feel that you did get some answers. They were not the answers that you were hoping for. Somebody here was a snake. Somebody here was not who they had appeared to be. And I feel like there was, it was like a snake in the grass. So you kind of discovered somebody that was not who they appeared to be. It came about most likely through a conversation. You kind of pulled away. You went inside. You were looking at this. You probably played it over and over in your mind. And something wasn't sitting right. I do think there may have been an argument or you may have confronted this person. But I will say you're not seeing eye to eye with this person. Yeah. So let's see why is all this happening. Let's see why all this is happening. And for some of you, it may not be that this person is a snake. You may be trying to decide, if they are or if they're loyal. So it could be that too for some of you. I just have the feeling that for most of you, though, you did come to a conclusion in the past. All right, so all this is happening because there is a cycle that is not closing out here. There's something that is trying to close out, but it's not. There's a refusal to let something close out. What's on your mind, Virgo? Yeah, that something here is out of balance. That something here is not very well balanced. And there's an inability to move on because something is not balanced. So there's a desire. You want to move forward, but there's an imbalance in that. And I think you feel you can't move forward until things are balanced. Let's see what's happening in January that you may not see coming. All right, so in January, I do see that there is going to be you're going to be able to put this thing to bed. all this anxiety, these nightmare situations that you've been experiencing are going to end. I just heard slaying dragons. So you're going to be able to put something to bed, and you're going to be the one who is actively doing this, I think. So yeah, this is going to resolve. Let's see how you're showing up in this reading. And you may not see it coming. You may feel that there's not an end to this thing, but there is. How is Virgo showing up? Yeah, you're showing up actually as reaching a point of balance. I do see that whereas in the past there may have been a lot of people making demands on you, asking for something, I see that that's resolving as well. If you felt like you were being spread a little bit thin, especially financially, that is going to resolve. So you're going to be a little bit more balanced. I also see you as being very generous in January, but I feel like you're going to reach that balance that you're hoping for. And I also feel like within that balance, there's going to be, if it's involving a person, there's going to be an equal give and take here. The demands that are being placed on you, I feel like that's going to be relieved. Let's see the energy coming towards you. Oh, Seven of Swords. So be very careful here, Virgo. So the energy coming towards you is deception. It's a trap. There's a trap here. Somebody is trying to deceive you. Somebody is setting a trap for you. So be careful there. Let's see what Spirit's advice is. The Lovers in reverse. So if you have a big decision to make with regard to love, or if you have to choose between two, Spirit is saying you don't make the choice. If there is a situation where there's temptation, resist the temptation. Yeah, especially with regard to love. So resist the temptation with regard to love and hold back on making a final decision. Because there's some deception involved here. Let's see the outcome. You have the Nine of Wands. So now I'm using the After Tarot, and in this particular Nine of Wands, there is an additional person who shows up here. So I feel like there is going to be somebody who comes to your assistance, and that person is going to help you through this situation, and it's going to lead to growth. So you're not going to shoulder this burden on your own. And I do believe that this person is going to help you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is the underlying energy. Whereas there has been a sense of sadness in the past, I feel like there is going to be a sense of renewal. There's going to be a little bit more optimism. It is the number 5, and 5s are all about change. So that change is going to be that you're going to stop looking at what has been lost, and you're going to begin to look at what is coming in. All right, seeing the love instead of seeing the losses. So let's start clarifying. Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here? If you have somebody in your life, Virgo, who in the past has been a bit of a snake and they're coming back around, they have not changed. So be aware of that, because the energy coming towards you is deception. Yeah, Ace of Swords. There may be communication coming in. You may gain clarity about this. If there was a breakup, you may gain clarity about that. You may get a full understanding about that breakup. There may be communication coming in, though, like I had said, and we do see that crossing it is the Page of Wands, and that is communication. That communication is going to bring in more balance, okay? So on your mind is the imbalance. The communication is going to bring balance. It's going to leave you possibly in the position of kind of weighing up the pros and cons here. A choice being presented. So you may be left, you know, kind of weighing up the pros and cons, trying to make a choice here after you have this communication. Now, in the past, you were very unhappy with the situation. There were things that were hidden from you in the past. And I do think that it did cause you to pull away because somebody, like I said, wasn't who they appeared to be. There were hidden things, and you did discover that somebody was a bit of a snake. Okay, so why all this is happening is because there is something that's not ending. You're still holding on to something here. It's a cycle of some sort that you're holding on to, Virgo. And with the Fool here, it's not allowing you to have a fresh start. There's something that you have to let go of, you have to release, because you're not allowing yourself to have this fresh start. And I feel like that's what you need. You need a fresh start. And that's why all this is happening. I'm really kind of surprised I don't see the Tower. Why is the Two of Coins here? Why is the Two of Coins here? Okay, so we have the Ten of Coins. So the imbalance was caused by a loss. It could have been a financial loss. It could have been a loss of a long-term connection. We do see that connection here that has ended. But it definitely is a loss, and that's where this imbalance is stemming from. And I believe that is why you're still holding on to something. Excuse me. You need to be able to let that go, Virgo, so that you can move forward and have a fresh start. All right, so let's look at January. I do see that you are going to be coming out from under all this anxiety that you've experienced. All these issues, you're slaying dragons is exactly what I heard, slaying dragons. And so I feel like this nightmare stage that you have experienced is fixing to end in January. I also feel like this person that's coming in to help you is going to help you to do that. So let's clarify. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, so air sign energy. We have the Justice card in the reverse. That's sign of Libra. We have the Hermit card in the reverse. That's your card, and it goes back to your past here. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Virgo, in January, you are going to be able to come out from under this burden, this anxiety here. You're very close to ending this cycle so that you can have a fresh start. With the Queen of Swords in the reverse, there was something done here that caused you to be angry. It caused you to be angry, and it was something that was an injustice, something that was done improperly, that was painful. It's whatever was hidden. It was something hidden. It was whatever this person that you've discovered was a snake. It was something that was kept in the dark, okay? It was an injustice, and it caused anger. You did do the soul searching. You did pull back. You did, kind of figure this out. You're going to hear from this person. And I feel like there's going to be communication back and forth. And if this person is at a distance from you, there may be travel involved. But you're definitely going to hear from this person who wronged you from the past. Let's see how you're showing up here. Where's the Six of Coins here? And when you hear from this person, it's going to bring closure to the situation, Virgo. All right, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Four of Coins reverse, Seven of Wands reverse, Four of Coins reverse, and Temperance in the reverse. Okay, so I do see you showing up as having learned some karmic lessons throughout this experience. Like I said, the demands on you are now far less. If somebody was giving to two people in the past, I see that, you know, that's no longer an issue. But I also see you are balanced, you're generous, but I don't see you fighting for this connection. This is definitely a love situation, and I don't see you fighting for this situation. I feel like you've overcome this injustice. You've overcome whatever was done wrong, and it caused you to be so angry and really out of your character. Because whatever this was took you out of your character. You've overcome it though. And I do see that you have let go. Now that being said, there is still healing that is taking place here. You still have some healing to do. So, but I do see that you're letting this go. You're releasing it. And I think that once you heal, you'll be willing to take that risk and have a fresh start. I think that once this person comes back in, Virgo, it's going to allow you the closure. Let's look at this person, though. Because I have to be honest with you, it makes me really nervous that you saw this person as a snake in the past, and then the card that represents them was a card of deceit. Oh, and look at that. Okay, so they have the Seven of Swords in the upright coming towards you. In clarifying, Seven of Swords reversed. Interesting, huh? And then 10 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, you could be dealing with somebody who is a fire sign. That would be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. But I will tell you this person is very, very attracted to you. This person has passion for you. And this person is also going to be a very attractive person. They're going to be somebody that there was a fire between the two of you. There was definitely a physical attraction here. So, and they're aware of it. I also think that they're going to come forward, and I do think that they're going to try to convince you that there is no more deception here, that everything is fine, everything is good. They're going to take action to try to convince you that there is no deception at all. But it's a trap, because, you know, using the after tarot, we see what happens after. Okay, so after they try to convince you, it's a trap. If you look at this card, you see he's stepping into a snare. He's literally trapping himself, though, because that's how karma works. In trying to trap you, he's going to trap, he or she, I say he just because it's a male figure on the card. It can be either sex. But this person is literally going to step into their own trap. Why? Because they're not paying attention. And I think you have their number. So they're going to bring a lot of problems with them. And those problems are going to, they're going to come to your door possibly through the presence of another person. So I don't think they're going to be telling the truth. They're going to try to convince you that there's no deception here, but they will be bringing a lot of problems. They may have another person still in their life. If there was someone that they were involved with when they were with you, that person is still present. Now, let's look at Spirit's advice. Spirit's advice is to avoid temptation in love and hold off on making any big decisions with regard to love. All right, we're clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Six of Coins in the reverse, and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Now you end up with the Nine of Wands, you have in the upright, and you have the Six of Coins in the upright. So basically what this is saying is things are not going to go well for you. Your energy here, all the lessons that you've learned are going to be out the window if you don't resist temptation or if you make a hasty decision in love. It's going to bring in that imbalance. You're going to have a relationship where there's going to be an unequal give and take, breadcrumbing, and you're going to eventually give up on this situation. And also, whoever this person is will fail to come into the situation. So your guidance here is to hold back. Hold back. Now, let's look at your outcome if you follow Spirit's guidance. And I do feel like most of you will. All right. So, clarifying, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the High Priestess in reverse. And we have the King of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with another earth sign like yourself, which would be another Virgo. Or it could be a Capricorn or a Taurus. But in the Tarot, the King of Pentacles is a devoted and it's the partner. It's the devoted husband or partner, long-term partner. It's a commitment, okay? So should you follow Spirit's advice and you hold back, there is going to be someone who's going to be coming in. It's going to take you out of conflict. And I do think that this is internal conflict. I don't think it's external. It's internal conflict. It's going to take you out of that. The conflict that you're experiencing is going to end. There's something that has yet to be revealed. It will be revealed, and it is this commitment. This commitment is coming forward. So it's going. You're going to resolve this. This cycle is going to end. It's going to set you up, Virgo, so that you can close out this cycle. You'll get closure. It'll end all this anxiety and, problems that you had with this person. And it's going to line you up so that you are ready to take a risk again. You're ready to jump out there and take a risk. It's almost like this is a test from the universe to see if you've learned your lessons here, because these were karmic lessons. And, it's going to come in the form of this deceptive person coming back in. If you resist, if you pull back, then you will have somebody that is a good match for you coming in, your perfect match. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords in the reverse. So underlying energy here is one of coming out of conflict and coming out of ego. So it's a nice reading, but it's going to test your inner reserves. It's going to test you on many levels to see whether or not you've actually learned, your lesson, as it were. These are karmic lessons. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you. from the Oracle deck and see if there is any guidance we can give you for the, oh, it's a beautiful card. I'm using the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards for this month. Your card is the full moon in Pisces, and I'm going to read it directly because there's so many little nuggets in, you know, the readings, and I just want to make sure you get everything you can from this reading. So if you'll give me one moment. All right, so your card is Forgive. Okay, and it says, be careful that you're not coming at your current situation with your mind made up. This card is a reminder that life is an unfolding mystery and you need to go with it. Instead of trying too hard to tick every box for your dreams to come true, fall into the dreams a little. It could well be that what's blocking your current manifestation is that you haven't forgiven yourself or someone else for something that happened in the past. To boost your manifesting powers, forgive yourself and anyone else who needs forgiveness. That's beautiful, Virgo. This will now, if you're able to do that, you will set yourself up ready for this new person to come in. So I think this is beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a trying month, but a very nice month. You know, it's going to end well. So I hope this has been helpful for you. If you would like and share the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And also, if you would like to drop me a comment, I am open to that. I do read all of them. Until I see you in your weeklies. Namaste.